everybody? Welcome back to another reaction to Boba Fett. Once again, who knows where my buddy Mike is? I'm sure he'll be here in a second. Oh, I see something.
As the great Captain Boba Fett said, engage.
What's up, Mike? How you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Doing all right, good. I generally like the first episode. I think you were just mentioning a second ago before we started that apparently there was maybe some negative feedback from the first one. I don't really well all that's about. I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was a great, slow, simplistic start. I don't know.
Just unhappiness that there wasn't more action or something, or that he wasn't more fierce and brutal, maybe.
Right.
I think there's always going to be people that are unhappy, especially with Star Wars.
Right. That's.
But or people that read books 30 years ago and they expect this TV show to fulfill the things that they read 30 years ago in a novel. It's just not how creativity works.
I remember one of the things we commented, which one of the things I really liked, actually. It was like the first 10 minutes, there wasn't even a line of dialogue in English. It was all visual storytelling. I think that gets to people. Like, it's like almost one of the lost arts in cinematography is that you can tell so much through just the image. You don't have to have people talking to you all the time. Direct information. Right. I don't know if that was a contributor or not.
Maybe they want it to be like the prequels and tell them every plot point in dialogue instead of showing them.
Which would be horrible because that's a crappy way to tell stories. You need to show people and not just dictate to them. But anyway, I'm excited for this one. I had no idea where we're going to go. I think one of the things I might have not even picked up on in the first one, even though it was so short, not much to miss, was that the bad guys who attacked them in the streets there, maybe they were from the mayor, right? Because earlier when everybody was giving their...
Said you'll receive another delegation
Exactly.
soon.
You got it. Yeah, I don't think I just connected it during the reaction there, but when I was editing, I was like, yeah, that's probably it.
I didn't either. I was thinking bigger,
right?
Be somebody bigger, but
very well still could be.
They kind of had like police or military gear there. They were all uniform, and he just killed like 4 people in the middle of the street with his helmet off.
Yeah, he didn't even need his helmet. I guess let's get into it. And 3, 2, 1, play.
I think technically it's beautiful. I don't know if anybody had any problems with that, but in terms of the look and how it's shot and everything,
it
seems great to me.
Seems great.
I hope it is the mayor because it's just keep it simple. Like, expand as you go.
Back to the palace. Picks up right where we left off.
She's like, you gotta torture this guy, right?
Who sent you? The mayor.
Assassin for hire.
Very expensive.
Overpriced. You're paying for the name.
Their reputation is legendary. There is no way this one will talk.
What's this robot agenda?
Perhaps
He's the robot that burnt the fat robot's feet back in the... He is. He's totally one. Oh, he dropped him in the Rancor. Oh, what's down there? What's down there?
I was sent by the mayor! The mayor sent me!
There we go. Nice and simple.
Is that guy still crying?
Shall we visit the mayor?
Like I said, man, just keep it simple. Straightforward. Going back down the streets.
They're still keeping the costumes, looking similar to the old style. They look great, but they don't look cartoonish.
Yeah, I don't see one CG character anywhere in there.
But they did insist on puppets for the Mandalorian, right?
Yeah. That's you.
He looks like a couple friends of mine.
Don't see your name in the schedule, so
There's the dude.
And delighted by your serendipitous visit.
This guy's gonna lose his hands by the end of the series.
This area here is restricted. Nope.
Is he stupid?
Sir, if you would be so kind. Apologies for the intrusion.
you'll see what I speak of.
Dude, your mouth is on the side of your face.
What about the other huts?
You're right. Who knows? Maybe we'll see some.
Wouldn't they want Tatooine?
Perhaps they sent them.
The twins have laid claim to their late cousin's bequest.
Oh, here we go. Uh-oh.
I mean, they must have had some kind of arrangement with Bib Fortuna. They're not gonna just
give up Tatooine.
Yeah.
You called it.
They're gonna be the new cute characters like Baby Yoda for Christmas next year.
Big old slugs. Yeah, it'd take more guys than that.
Yeah.
Wiping the sweat off himself with the fucking rat. Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah, look at that dude.
Oh my gosh.
Toss the thermal detonator right up there.
Right. That's a
You're gonna have to kill that dude.
Wookiee right
Yeah,
there, man. Oh, alright. Flashback time.
So it seems like the Hutts are the real government, not the Empire or the Republic.
Right.
At least the criminal government.
I am holding it the same.
Joke up on it, he says.
You gonna get the Tuskens to help him fight the Hutts?
What is that thing?
Lots of things live under the sand, apparently.
Including this thing. What is that out there? It's like a little train.
I guess there was a lot going on Tatooine that Luke wasn't too scared of when he... That's not how you reclaim their water.
Nope, not at all. Can't make it too much like Dune. I mean, that'd be pushing the line.
Be pretty chilly, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you think?
Are these the guys that drive the train?
Yeah, or at least drove the little speeders.
So this is on the train.
No, it showed. Yeah, that's the little building he was looking at. He's caught up to the guys riding the little speeders, land speeders. Oh, looky there.
Oh, okay, so it's a motorcycle gang.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, this is a bar that Luke came to in a deleted scene. It's a Walmart Han Solo right there. Now, which bike does he want?
They didn't really do anything to him, though. They just rode by, right?
Right. he just fucked him up.
Village,
bring them all,
whatever.
or just the one?
I assume they're nomadic. So is he just lying about stopping the train?
No, I think this is part of his plan. It was get something that could catch up to the train.
You notice, like, they had to set up that the motorcycle gang was bad because
Before
even though he's not a good guy, he still for the way stories work.
Right.
You know.
It's the same for, it's exactly the same in the last episode for these little dogs that are running around. It's literally called Save the Cat in filmmaking to show, if you want to show that the character you're watching isn't bad, you get them to interact with an animal and treat them well. They want it for parts.
Oh, you idiot. Short-term thinking.
Right.
Maybe not. Okay, who wants to go first?
Oh?
It's not gonna go well.
Nope.
Nothing to crash into, I guess.
You're gonna hit it way too hard. That's why we go slow.
Oh!
He ran him over.
Clearly that's gonna be part of their
Yeah.
plan.
They gotta jump onto the train.
It's like a Western
Yeah. Yep.
train robbery.
It's a Western.
I think you could argue the first Star Wars is a little bit of those themes. At least.
Yeah, absolutely. Space Western.
Well, this is all establishing his leadership and his skills, that he doesn't need to be the toughest, or you know, he doesn't necessarily need to, like, he can't beat the Hutts in physical combat. He has to be smarter than them. You know, it's showing that he's capable of that.
Right.
But, yeah, who the hell is this?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just another crew. Doesn't really matter, maybe.
Probably Fortuna, I would think, trying to...
That's a good shot. Like, that would be, like, impossible. Just a flesh wound. Here comes the one. Whoa. Look out.
Oh, super speed.
Let's go faster.
Is that the leader?
That's the warrior of the pack. That was teaching him how to use the stick.
Yeah.
Going from the inside. That's right. Oh no.
Oh no.
You get flamed. Leverage, baby. Leverage for the win. How the hell did they catch up to it so quick on Banthas?
So they only got like 6 of them killed.
That's the best loot they've ever gotten.
Are you carrying spice?
What do you mean by spice?
I read this novel called Dune. No. Like that.
Like that. These people lay ancestral claim to the Dune Sea.
Dune Sea.
I will let it guide me.
Oh no. That. Oh.
I wondered when he...
Little bugger.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome. This is crazy. As it eats away on some of your brain, but you know, hey. Man, what a trip. Hey man, you want to trip the lizard? Some good lizard, man. I never had some lizard like that.
I literally saw someone comment that they didn't develop the Sarlacc's character enough in the first. Apparently in the book, he's like trapped down there and it talks to him or something.
Oh, okay.
So they wanted a whole episode of that, I guess.
Just being stuck in the Starlight talking to him. Ah! Some Wrath of Khan Matrix shit, man. Ugh.
Changed out of his long johns.
I wonder if it's more than just a lesson into his personality and what, you know, these little trials that he learned, if he'll, you know, call upon them, right?
Right.
For the... That's pretty much what he was wearing when we met him in Mandalorian, right?
Oh, okay. So in Dune, it's Duncan Idaho, the warrior, that goes to them first, the Fremen, and begins to win their respect. And so that when they meet Paul, I mean, he has to win their respect too, but they have some context, you know, they have an in. There's just a lot of parallels.
Final trial, buddy. Or
just a dance.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, get down.
Looky with it.
There's gonna be some good mix-ups with other songs going on here.
Oh yeah, you know it. It's gonna be memed. Can I get a foot loose? Cut loose.
I thought this was a party! Let's dance!
Been working so hard. Oh, tell me footloose. Kicked off Sunday shoes. Everybody cut footloose.
That it? Oh yeah, I liked it.
I mean, this is more interesting to me than most, really anything I can think of the newer Star Wars stuff. There's actually characters we know with a new story, new events, and a very mythic sort of or very archetypal story, leadership and organization and winning respect and all that stuff. He's not exactly a hero, but he's displaying heroic attributes here.
It's grounded back to the basics of storytelling. This even more so probably than Hawkeye was.
Yeah.
It's an origin story in a way. It's a new origin story of. It's like we all know Boba Fett, but because he went through everything that he did with the Sarlacc and everything, he's kind of reborn. And this is
and I think it's a mistake for people to expect. Like I said, expect something from so long ago, some book from a long time ago to be. It's like you're just putting baggage on the creators and saying, we want you to do this, this, and this, or else it's not good. Well, that's not how you create something, you know?
That's not the reasons you fell in love with the original stuff to begin with. It's because they did come up with something new that you weren't expecting. And that was we live in this kind of dangerous time, at least with Hollywood, about revisiting all, what's the word, nostalgia. Sorry, yeah, I was just blanking there. Yeah, we live in this time where Hollywood's just all about literally capitalizing on our nostalgia. And have you got to see the new Spider-Man yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so I won't say anything about that, but that did it well as much as it could, and everything. And but there's just a lot of stuff that's just crap because it's just banking on, oh, here's what we did before and you'll like this, and it's just, I don't know. So I'm glad this is touching on it enough because we have the character Boba Fett that we all love, but it's a new origin story, and it's taking this new path that I don't know. Like you were saying, these old books and novels and stuff reached into that, but I didn't read them, so I guess I'm not spoiled on that or anything, looking for that nostalgic kick.
I think there's lots of different ones, there's comics, and then there's been short stories and novels, and none of it's supposed to be canon now, so I don't think so. I don't know why people expect that, and why wouldn't that be boring if it was just like the thing you read a long time ago?
Same thing again.
Yeah.
It's like that's my biggest thing with the prequels. It's like it didn't really cover any new ground. It just rehashed what you already presumed to know from what you watched before. It didn't tell any stories. Bad, they just weren't good. I don't know.
It didn't tell any stories of any of the characters. Like, who the hell was Count Dooku? He was just
a bad
Jedi that was Dracula.
Right.
And then we had a bad Jedi that was a robot.
I'm liking this where it's going so far. I'm glad it's taking its time and it's pacing itself. And
at the same time, we've had more character development than like the whole first season of The Mandalorian, which I like, but
absolutely.
It takes a long time to build his character in that, probably because he has the helmet on.
Right. You don't get to see the face. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Darth Vader had the helmet on and he was real scary, but you had obviously great voice, but you had his motivation, you had his anger, you had him taking stuff out on captives or his own men or whatever. You saw immediately that he was full of rage and highly motivated. There was no like, oh, I'm just a badass guy that you see is so much in movies now. It's just like, you're just like, here's a few tropes that will tell you this guy's evil.
Right.
Instead of a scene like the first scene in A New Hope where you see him being evil.
Right.
And you immediately know his motivation. This is more interesting to me because I want to know where Boba Fett goes. He was a bad guy, you know. I don't think he's going to become like a good guy, but he's moving toward. And now he learned something with the Fremen. He's learned how to cooperate. I mean, I'm sure he already knew how to do that tactically, but now he's learned how to build long-term mutual benefit relationships, and he's helping lift them and take charge of their own Dune Sea, and they're going to help him fight off the Hutts, I think.
All right.
But
yeah, they're.
I just want to see somebody throw a thermal detonator at the pile of Hutts.
Any last things to say about this episode of?
I think this is great.
Fett?
This is one of the better things we've probably watched together.
Yeah, I'm loving it so far.
I enjoyed Hawkeye, but I mean, this is actually good. There's just so much stuff that's not that great. Like, that's okay. You know, maybe
right.
I'm just really expect too much or don't expect anything, or I don't know.
Our expectations do that, for sure. And, you know, kind of excited about this more too. I mean, Hawkeye was fun because it was grounded in normal storytelling and stuff, but it's, you know, it's kind of like the next Marvel thing. You know, Star Wars hasn't had too many hits of late, in my opinion, and it's good to see. And we all love Boba Fett, so it's good to see it working. Like, that makes it even better, I think.
Yeah, so, he's really good, man. That review that I read was like the strength of the central character and the what's her name, Fennec actor. The strength of those two is like what's held it together, and I think
absolutely.
I agree with that. He's excellent.
Absolutely. Maybe the best actor cast for the prequels in the end. I mean, I don't know. Obi-Wan's pretty good. Ewan McGregor is.
Yeah, I can't blame the actors too much for that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
When you have that dialogue written by that
it's
guy,
like, what do you do with this shit? That's true.
Oh
That's
my
true,
gosh.
Man. That's true.
The guy that does the Emperor is fucking awesome.
Yeah, sure. All right, Mike. I appreciate it, dude. Another episode of Boba Fett, episode 2. It was awesome. You all like, subscribe, comment down below. Join Patreon. We might have some full reactions up there for you to watch if you're interested in such things. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we will catch everyone on the next one. Peace.